explain ballet to Harry Neal and Bob Cole. I know the players are set to dance, so let's go to the fellas in the gondola. Bob?
Good evening, everybody. The starting goaltenders tonight for Buffalo. This is Darren Pupa. He's 0-3 and 3 on the season. Peter Ring starts in goal for the Maple Leafs tonight. And up front, Thornton, Francischetti, and Clark for the Leafs. Richardson and Ramage, the defensemen. Ramsey and Huey Cruz starting on defense for Buffalo. Andrechuk, Vine, and Turgeon up front. And right off the bat, only 10 seconds gone in the opening period, and the referee, Don Koharski, throwing out penalties.
Lou Francischetti is going to get a penalty here very early in this hockey game. And the Leafs penalty killing, 21st in the league, has to survive a Buffalo power play, which is 13th in the league. And that first goal in the last 2 or 3 games has come awfully early in the hockey game and discouraged the fragile confidence of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Let's see if it'll happen again tonight.
Penalty killing for Toronto, last in the National Hockey League. So the Sabres with an opportunity to get the first goal of the game, and they go in by. And it's knocked down by Howard Chuck at the line, but the Leafs are going to clear it down the ice. Pupa watching this one off the boards. This is Doug Bodger. He's number 8, hopping away from a check. Howard Chuck at his own line to center. Turgeon coming in, but Vine, a little anxious at the blue line, was in ahead of the play.
Well, Tom Watt won the prize to be the coach of the night. He has no commitments from the upper management that he'll coach after tonight. And should the Leafs win tonight and Tom not get the full-time job, he would be the only undefeated coach in the history of the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Little trivia, but as you see, he has been around.
Toronto on Saturday night. One just lost their head coach, and the other isn't far off from the same thing. Tom Watt became the interim man behind the Leaf bench when Doug Carpenter was fired on Friday. And Rick Dudley isn't far from the unemployment line himself. Rick Dudley trying to hang on to his job. Tom Watt trying to turn things around with the Toronto Maple Leafs, and a big job that will be. Peter Ing trying to give him some support, though. Ing with some great stops. Stops Christian Ruuttu from in tight. Ing hangs on to it. That's bad news for Dudley, and so is this bad news for Dudley. The shot from the point from Todd Gill. Todd Gill shot the rebound. Daniel Marois slides it home under Darren Pupa. 1-0 Toronto after 1. The Leafs are not used to being ahead. Second period is the period of goalposts. First, Rick Vaive blasted off the iron. Then Wendel Clark goes off the iron. And not to be outdone, Doug Bodger says, hey, I can go off the iron as well. So Bodger takes it and goes off the iron, but does them one better. He also bulges with Twine. Game's tied at 1 after 2. In the third period, the Leafs play autumn and start to fall, if you know what I mean. Pierre Turgeon, great move around Brad Marchand. Slides it under Peter Ing. 2-1 Sabres. Then Dale Hawerchuk. All alone on the breakaway. Hawerchuk beats Ing, no problem. 3-1 Buffalo, and that is the way this one ended. Tom Watt's debut behind the bench for the Toronto Maple Leafs is there.
And a goal. A lot of fans, it seems, every time we're here, Jim, are here from Canada. Thunder Bay is close by, and so we get fans from Thunder Bay, and right up behind the Thunder Bay group is the University of Guelph hockey team, who are here playing St. Cloud State University. A couple of exhibition games.
A blast off the glove of Casey. Motel without any bed sheets, and these guys have brought more signs than anybody's ever had at a rink.
Were you out of your room for very long this afternoon, coming to the rink early? You might not have a bed sheet when you came back.
Good creative work, though. The Leafs tied this up at 3. And the North Stars maintain their 3-point lead in 4th spot in the Norris Division. Our 3-star selection from Minnesota coming up. Call against the Quebec Nordiques.
Closed captioning of this period, courtesy Regal Capital Planners, over 25 years helping Canadians reach financial independence. All the way from Thunder Bay, there are many people here making the pilgrimage, as they will all season long, to see the last year of hockey at the Boston Garden. And if there is a tragedy of the lockout, it's that a lot of people that bought tickets in the early part of the season to see some of the games won't get a chance to see the last year of hockey here. Gruden fires it down to the corner. Smolinski's battling for it. He's got Chimbakis with him.
Same kind of pattern, that is going from the top, almost the top of their division, back down to the bottom, and then back up to the top again. They're doing great.
Yeah, other factors, Joe Sakic, Owen Nolan playing very well, along with Peter Forsberg, and of course Stefan Fiset in goal. Live from Hockey Control, Molson, NHL Tonight. We'll continue in just a moment.
Setting up Wendel Clark's third goal of the hockey game, it's Joe Sakic's turn to go to work. And the Quebec captain sets up Clark for the tip-in. And Clark with the hat. And that is tonight's TSN Turning Point. A cash donation will be made to the Coaching Association of Canada for the training and development of Canadian coaches in amateur sport on behalf of TSN and Interstate Batteries Fresh Power.
Fans from Thunder Bay on hand to watch the game, and that one guy looks awfully familiar. Bruins hosting the Nordiques, 1-0 Quebec in the second when Marius Chimbakis converted the quick pass from Steve Leach to tie it up. But the Bruins couldn't stop Wendel Clark this night. The former Leaf notched his 8th career hat trick. His third goal broke a 2-2 tie. Then just 45 seconds later, Joe Sakic, who set up Clark's third of the night, scored the winner as he intercepted a pass, went top shelf on Vince Riendeau. 4-3 the final. Quebec is 9-1, but still 1 point back of Pittsburgh. The Penguins beat the Isles 5-2 to improve to 9-0-1. Their best
for the Mighty Ducks. Elsewhere, the two best defensive teams in the NHL these days met in Boston. They're Quebec with just 15 goals against all year. The Bruins allowing just 18 all year. So these two teams have been getting great goaltending and great defensive play. And Quebec, though, was still just one loss all year as they met the rough-and-tumble Bruins in Beantown. This was a great game right from the start, and some people traveled from Thunder Bay all the way to see it. Well done, you Nords fans. And right from the start, they like what they see. Owen Nolan dumps Steve Hines at the blue line. Then Wendel Clark on the rush, splits the defense, and he's in on Vincent Riendeau. Riendeau makes the pad save on Clark that time. Back the other way, Steve Hines down the wing, lets a shot go. Trickling past Fiset, but saved by Lesician at the goal mouth. Wendel Clark now spinning and firing and bouncing it in off Jamie Huscroft. And Wendel Clark has his first goal of this game, 1-0 Quebec. Then the game tied at 1. Adam Oates feeds to Cam Neely. Look at him battling and reaching out and fighting off a defender and knocking the rebound in. Bruins lead 2-1. In the third, the Nords leading 3-2. Joe Sakic with a wicked wrist shot upstairs. That proved to be the winner as Quebec ends up winning this game by a score of 4-3. Wendel Clark had 3 goals in this game, but Sakic was the winner. Only the second win for the Nords in the last 25 trips to Boston Garden. They have allowed only 18 goals in 10 games.